Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tua to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass. Tua. Got him in. It's Robbie Chosen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for a Miami.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out the first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground, Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
21G, 21G.
In motion left, Hill. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Up the middle, Achane. And he stopped immediately there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A 23-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First down, Saints.
Jameis to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson 72 yards. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That's good. Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jordan Love, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point gain. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Winston now. And this one taken in by Olave. 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit. for finishing that one off with 3.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
All right, come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphins...
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
26-yard line.
Go ahead.
2nd and 9.
Listen up. 32 stinger. Let's go.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Powering his way forward. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Forced out to his left. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Winston's throw caught by Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's going to be Saints. A.T. Perry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua, a final shot before half. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Winston. The pass caught by Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it down to the 32. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action. Winston. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Throwing, Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, here's Karupi to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Robbie chosen.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stick. There he goes, right side.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Following the interception, Winston.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Tano Passanio. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score 32. Saints 27.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. There he goes, left side.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Winston to throw.
And it's caught by Johnson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Now 1st and goal. Miller is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Miller. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
It's complete, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Tua. That ball caught. It's chosen.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Get it together. Hey, get set.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Throwing Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Dolphins first down on a big play there. A gain of 14 on what was a 4th and 10. Here's Tua.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Solo left Zion. Help.
Tua to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Focus, boys. Focus.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A first down carry now for Miller. And fights through one man to the 43, second down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. He finds his man Johnson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys. I like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick-6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you allude. Touchdown!
Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle.
So the game